on a mainline fake Christian. You can argue either the Bible's true and is actually starting to happen, or you could argue it's really good science fiction, you know, written in the last 2,000 plus years of the New Testament, Old Testament, 3,000 plus years, much of it, and that bad guys went and read it and said this is a great idea.
Let me be clear. The globalists have kind of done a missionary protectorate, to quote Frank Herbert, where they've taken over Christianity the last 200 years, and every Christian group being persecuted by Hitler or Stalin or Mao thinks it's the end of the world, so why get involved because God's about to rapture us out. I have really studied this, and if you go back 2,700 years ago near the collapse of Rome when Christians were being persecuted, they thought it was the end of the world then. And the Gnostics thought that too. I'm going to do the right thing regardless. But, yeah, the mark of the beast, the cashless society, all of this happening, it's very, very pertinent. But I'll tell you what I see in the future. I think the fight against the mark of the beast is a fight to be human and not take the actual technology through the Google glasses and other systems into your brain. Don't become a wirehead that people like Philip K. Dick wrote about 30 years ago, where you can plug a wire into your head and give yourself unlimited pleasure and live in a false reality. Joining the devil means you join the false reality and the false virtual reality versus being part of the real world and doing the right thing. It means buying into the delusion. I believe most of humanity in the next 50 years is going to become robotic, cyborg, biological androids, and are going to lose their humanity. But the people that transcend all of this are going to inherit the kingdom of heaven, and that means all of God's promises that the ear has not heard, the eye has not seen, out into the universe. And so I read the Bible more as a science fiction handbook given to us by our Creator that transcends what men try to interpret it and put on it.
You can argue either the Bible's true and is actually starting to happen, or you could argue it's really good science fiction.
And so I read the Bible more as a science fiction handbook.
On the whole Mason thing, and I've always explained this, it does a massive disservice to just get up on air and say the Masons are the Illuminati and they're devil worshippers and they're going to kill you and they're the ones doing everything. Because about half our founding fathers were Scottish Freemasons, Blue Lodge people. When you just come out and say Masons are devil worshippers, then people who are third-degree Master Masons are all the way up to 32nd degree. And then, of course, the honorary degree of 33, it actually goes above that. They don't know all this. And yes, the Illuminati has taken over Masonry. You can argue where it came from, the different branches of it. It predates Christianity. It predates Judaism. It predates Islam. It is the old-time religion. And it is, at its base, Luciferian. A lot of my ancestors have been Masons. You judge a tree by its fruits. Now, that said, one of my great uncles told my dad when he was a kid, don't join the Masons. And he was a high-level Mason, as high as you could get. Because so much organized crime uses the Masonic secret system and the good old boy network to be able to get away with murder. And I mean murder. We do a disservice by attacking fraternal organizations and things like that, because then the Masons and people get attacked and they think, well, we're just raising money for school kids. We're just helping in the community. We're just helping do this and that. How dare you say that about us? And then that discredits everything else we're talking about. So that's where I stand on the Masons, and I've gone over, but we still got over an hour and 10 minutes to take calls.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it.